you. Hi, good morning, everyone. You can hear me well, right? Good. So, yes, I'm here today to present actually a very specific activity that we have at Career Service, at KI Career Service, which is the internship programs. And I know, not sure, have you heard about that? I have talked to some people today. Have you heard about the programs? I see no's, I see yes. Okay, that's perfect. I have a mix of people here. I have a feeling already, some researchers, some students, some board hospital staff. We have company representatives here as well. I have not talked to, okay, maybe. So I will try to give a general perspective of the programs. And if, of course, I will give you the, how can you participate on the programs, being a representative, being a staff, and how can you actually contact us to learn more about these programs. And I'm here also with my colleague Vladimir, who is, please say hello, Vladimir, yes, who can also, be part of answering the questions and if needed after my presentation. So let's start. I don't know, have you been part of Karolinska Institutet? Have you heard, I don't know if you have have you been at any activity of the within Career Service? Career Service started at 2002 with the mission to support PhD students, postdocs and researchers for a career within or outside academia. About 10 years later, 2012, it started also the primordials of the internship programs. It started with very few, sending PhDs and postdocs to different organizations to experience a different working environment and also develop their competences within a different setting. Right now, those programs have completely different formats, and they have evolved throughout the years. So currently, we have two different internship programs. One focused for PhD students, where they can go for about 1 month to an organization, can be industry, can be non-governmental, can also be can also be a foundation. And one of the big highlights here is that the research, in this case the PhD student, will go there, will work on the project, and their salary will still be covered by KI. So the PI, in this case, the principal investigator, will not have any additional costs. So this is really focused on the development and experience of the student. Positions are advertised twice a year, in the spring and autumn. This means that we are almost in autumn, so there will be soon a call opening, and I will show you in the upcoming slides a timeline right now. The second program is for postdocs and early career researchers. It's a bit longer. It can be done up to 3 months. And also the salary will be covered by KI plus the organization. This means that there is a contribution fee of the organization to take part in the program. There are details about this. Of course, this is if the project has a duration of 3 months. If the project is lower than 3 months, then we cover the whole costs as well. The positions are also advertised twice per year, in the spring and autumn. And we have a variable of positions available usually, and I can also come into that. So from what can you expect as an organization from these programs? So you will for sure have the possibility to get highly motivated and skilled and self-driven interns, both PhDs and researchers. You will be assessing their researchers' competence, their skills, but also the network, right? I mean, these researchers are coming from a different area of competences, so that also can bring into your organization a different network or their network. Potential new research collaborations, absolutely. That's also what, this can be a starting point to foster and to drive future collaborations between in this case KI and organization. There is also an employer branding, so the researcher will be able to experience the working environment at your organization, and future recruitment possibilities. So this is the expectations from what one organization could decide. Candidate's profile, and then some I also have already during the mingle earlier answered some of the questions. So this is from applicant perspective. So a PhD student has to be a PhD student during the time of application, so during these 4 years of education. Be employed at KI as a PhD student. During the time of the internship, this is really important, so we are also able to cover the costs, the employment costs. Have taken the course Career Skills for Scientists, which my colleague Vladimir coordinates, and get the consent, of course, from the supervisor and HR responsible. So there are some rules to follow here, right? We need a consent, we need an agreement with the supervisor, of course, that's the most important, and also from the institution. From the postdoc and research internships to hold a PhD, to have an employment at KI, and here it can vary. There are different types of employment at KI under this career development, but also to get a consent from supervisor and HR responsible. This is also really important from our side, and also, again, it gives us the opportunity to maintain the costs or to cover the costs. Expected from you as host organization. So what we actually expect you to provide us to take part on this project. So we need a project description from you, very simple. I will show you later on a template, and nothing complex, but really just an overview, a synopsis of what we can work with, and to show us that your company indeed is relevant for our researchers to have an experience within. Collaboration in the mingle in the webinar, so we have different events connected to the projects, and we will ask you, of course, to have the opportunity to participate in the mingle, connect with potential candidates, have a scoping of the researchers that would be able maybe to apply, would like to apply, or if you not be able to be present in the mingle presentially, we will also have a webinar format. So you have the opportunity to present your project description and also, what you be able to offer to the candidate during this internship time. On board introduction of, the intern, for the company to the intern. This is also something that we really ask you to be sure that you have the time to do it, right? Because we also want to provide our researchers the guarantee that, you will be on board, you will be welcome, you will be, having a good start for a good experience here. It's not also, remind you, it's not a long internship time, right? So you want the researchers to feel that they are welcome, at a new working place. It will be very new for them also. And supervision when needed. So it's also really important from an organization side, if you don't have the time, if you see that it will be really tough fall, it's really important for us, this transparency, this assessment, that will I actually have time to provide some kind of supervision for the interns to come. So now you can ask, what are the benefits for doing an internship for both, in all the perspectives, and even for KI right now. So for organizations, you will get access to research, competence, and expertise that you usually will have to go through perhaps a recruitment, or you have a specific task really particular and you really short that you need a specific competence that you really need it, and this could be a good opportunity. From the researcher side, also competence development, something really important right now, especially if you are on the ending line of your current career stage at the moment and you would like to do another step. So competence development, this will be something very good for you, but also to establish valuable contacts and increase your network, right? Because we are all here, we all have our small niche, networks, really important as well, but the world outside, it's big. So that will be really important. And even that 1 month, 2 months, 3 months can actually make a difference. We have some alumni here from the program also that could also verify that. And of course, collaboration, to foster drive or strengthen the collaboration between diverse organizations from different sectors and KI, right? So this is also a very important point of the programs. So we have some testimonials here, of course, all positive, because I'm also here to share how important the internship is. So we got both hands-on and helped the intellectual input. That was exactly what we were looking for. This is from a company perspective, and it was really positive experience for us to excellent work and finish in expectant timelines. Really important expectation of timelines. These are some examples of the projects that we have been running from the past years. As you can see, not all of them are wet lab and R&D focused, right? So there is here already a very diverse topic of areas of projects, which is also something that our interns are really looking for, because they are doing R&D, but maybe they want to try to see how can they apply their skills and competencies in another type of work. So very, very, very fast. Here we have business and finance, for example, clinical study landscape analysis for a given disease. This is something that a lot of our interns are interested in, doing a therapy landscape, in-depth analysis of a specific product, market sizing for a given therapy, etc., etc. More into communication, for example, communication organization to assist communication teams in a particular medical-related area. Literature and publishing, doing some translation of a Swedish report into a scientific review article. It can sound a bit like, not so interesting, but it's actually can be quite important to some of research here, sorry. And also some data analysis, especially focused on real-world evidence work, epidemiological studies, research with data. That's also really, really important for some consultancy companies to get that competence, specific competence. So, how can I see if we are relevant company to be part of this program? So these are the core subjects of research at KI. So KI has right now about 800 different research groups distributed by 22 departments. So this is just a summary of the core subjects of the research areas. And of course, there is also the strategic focus areas that are not included here, but this is just, yeah. So if you are a company representative, you feel that you are under one of these, qualified to be under one of these areas and have projects, please contact, or would be like to take part of the program. I'm not sure if I still have a lot of time. Yes, I might have some minutes. So this is the timeline for the current call. So we are right now at the project scoping period here. And after that, we will have, we will collect all the projects, and then the application will open to the candidates September 17th. So if we have some potential candidates here, please save the date in your mind. The application will be open until October 15th. So it's quite a good time for the call to be open. Meanwhile, we will have the mingle activities and also other types of events related to the program. So we have project presentations and mingles. I can already say that it will be for PhD students September 24th and postdocs September 25th. And if you say, oh my God, I cannot really book these dates right now, you can always find this information on our web pages and so forth. And I'm not sure if you will get this presentation also. May be available. But these mingles will be on Campus Solna, Biomedicum. So, and if you also would just like, to drop by as a candidate or just as a, interest person to see how the program works, you are very welcome. This is usually a very, very free event. Yes, so the positions will then be advertised when the application opens, and then there will be a selection process done by the organizations. There will be interviews. Is really common or really follows a recruitment line or a standard recruitment system or process. Interviews, decision, matchings, and then the internships would start end of November until May 2026. So between the months. Between this time. And right now we are somewhere there. So still a lot of time for scoping, still a lot of time for questions, there will be an info webinar for researchers provided by us on the 17th of September if there will be candidates here to learn more about it. How to apply? I already said, like, very simple template. This can be submitted to us directly on our web pages or directly into our functional email. On our web page here, career services, support for doctoral students and postdoctoral researchers. And then you have a little KI Career Service programs, call for projects. You click and you submit your application, and then your project description will have access to it. This is a bit more complex timeline with everything discriminated and exactly describing all the steps of the process. You can also get this on our web pages. And this is a bit of overview on all the participated organizations in the previous year. So if you can recognize the logos, you can already see there is a variety, a wide variety of partners, not only life science industry, but also we have banks. We even have Försvarsmakten also involved in some of our projects. We have consultant companies, so startups within the community. So this is really, really good engagement. Mingle events, so you already have the date, right, in about a month. These are some of from previous years. Our dear colleague Anna, who is now on maternity leave, did a great engagement events, and these are really, really good to also your network, right, to know who are the researchers and what is the community that are important to engage with and would like to work together. Some numbers, of course. So throughout the years, we have had about 526 applicants, 69% women, 31% men, mostly international, some international talent here. And this program had a direct and indirect impact on job recruitment of these researchers who have participated in our programs, of about 28 to 32% of job recruitment. Not all of them direct, but in a direct way that it made a difference to actually get a certain position. And we are talking about, in this way, outside of academia, right, which can be of a high interest for some of our interns. If we have a bit of time, I will just go through one or two feedbacks that we get from our evaluations. So organizations, a great program from KI Career Service, very valuable for companies and postdocs. A really positive experience for us, excellent work and finish in expected timeline. Again, timelines are really important. But also if you focus a bit on the last one, this intern helped us to think outside the box, right? And came up with good suggestions and ideas that we can use. So this is also what we are looking for, how can actually our interns can bring their competences and, apply in different settings, which can be perceived as outside of the box for these organizations. And then candidates, of course, is indeed a great initiative. To make an internship is one of the most meaningful events I have attended. And I am lucky to get a chance to do it. So really positive on, of course, intern perspective. Thank you so much for today and for listening to this program. And our team, career service team, we have my colleague Francesca, who is also coordinating the program, my colleague Vladimir here present today, and Rebecca and Anna on maternity leave. You can contact us on different social media, but please, you will always get a response if you contact us on the functional email. Thank you so much.